back to Speak for Yourself. Let's talk about Clemson star quarterback Trevor Lawrence, who is the consensus choice to be the first pick in the NFL draft. Well, that would mean he might have to go to the Jets, who are currently the only NFL team without a win. Former wide receiver Roddy White says if New York gets the first pick, Lawrence should stay at Clemson for his senior year, adding, quote, "It would be awful for you to get drafted by the J-E-T-S, Jets. Oh, I used to get hyped when they used to do that. Fireman in. Lamar's back with us. Good to see you, L.A. Marcellus, you up first. Should Trevor Lawrence refuse to play for the Jets if they do land the top pick?
Hell no, he shouldn't refuse. Are you kidding me? What if they get the #1 pick again next year? And then he's sitting there, what are you going to do, be a super senior, Ice Cube and higher learning or something, be 8th-year senior? No, you can't look a gift horse in the mouth if you're Trevor Lawrence, and it's a gift. It is a privilege, not a birthright, to play in the NFL. Trevor Lawrence, last time I checked, watching the film and listening to evaluators, you're a can't-miss prospect. I only heard that about Peyton Manning of late and Andrew Luck. So if you can't miss, why run from the challenge? It makes no sense. Let's make sure we don't conflate an Adam Gase coaching issue with a New York Jets franchise organization issue, because I have some fun facts right here.
Fun facts.
Fun fact time. Did you know that only the New England Patriots since 2009 have more AFC championship appearances than the New York Jets? Did you know that the New York Jets are one of 7 teams with multiple appearances in that same AFC championship game? Like the Chiefs, like the Steelers. I wonder if the Chiefs and Steelers were in this conversation to draft him. Of course, they won't be because they got quarterbacks. But if they were, would Trevor Lawrence be sitting there saying, nah, I don't want to go there? Do your history while you're still in college, young man, and learn that the Jets are not as bad as advertised. So if I were him, I'm going anywhere. It's only 32 7-Elevens in the NFL, and they all sell Snickers. So guess what? I'm going to get mine. Trevor Lawrence, bring your butt out here, be the #1 overall pick.
The Jets aren't as bad as advertised. They are worse. Trevor Lawrence, if the Jets get that #1 pick, you better duck and dodge them like Mike Tyson throwing a punch in his prime. Marcellus, my senior year in high school, I went to this private school, but I still was trying to win state, right? We hadn't won state in football in a long time.
Name of school.
And so, St. Mark's, it's an all-boys private school in Dallas. No, we ain't paying that. We had a sign, Marcellus, above the locker room. I had the sign, and it said, the reason most people fail is because they're willing to give up what they want most for what they want now.
Yeah.
The reason most people fail, they're willing to give up what they want most for what they want now. Trevor Lawrence, what do you want most? You want to be an NFL legend. You probably want to be a Super Bowl champion. You probably want to be a Hall of Famer. You probably want to be an NFL MVP. What do you want now? To be a first-round pick. Do not give up what #1 overall pick. Do not give up what you want most, all the other great things, historical things, for what you potentially want now, if what you want now comes with the New York Jets. I look at it like this. Since 2000, the New York Jets have had 5 different coaches, would be 6 if Gase gets fired. The New England Patriots have had 1 in Bill Belichick. On my first lap, I'm going to end very simply.
What you gonna say?
A great quarterback cannot fix the problems of a bad organization. Look at Deshaun Watson with the Texans. Look at how well Joe Burrow has played thus far. Look at what we have seen with Justin Herbert thus far. All of these young, great quarterbacks cannot fix these bad organizations. Look at Patrick Mahomes and the great situation he landed in versus Deshaun Watson, as talented as he is, that situation. Trevor Lawrence, if you are wise, don't give up what you want most, bro, but what you want now.
I like that.
But that doesn't apply to Baker Mayfield, Acho. You wrong, dog. You so wrong. And let me tell you something, Marcellus. Let me tell you something with your misleading stats on those appearances. That hasn't been since 2010, good brother.
I said so 2009 if you listening, good brother.
Okay, good. All right, good. Well, good.
Anyway.
I'm glad. Well, I'm glad that you did.
I did say that.
That is a really long time ago.
Not that long, though.
If I'm Trevor Lawrence, I am weighing out my options if the New York Jets have the #1 pick. I was a #2 overall pick, a highest-rated player in the draft on the board. I was the top name on the board. The only reason why I did not go #1 is because I told Cleveland Brown, and that's how I could speak with some education about the Cleveland Browns and going there, is that they had to pay me quarterback money if I was going to come there in the draft. And that was when they were negotiating contracts before the draft took place. So here's the point. You are a free agent until otherwise signed by the organization that you're going to work for. If the organization is always going to hold the best interests of the organization at top of mind, then so should the player. And if Trevor Lawrence is a can't miss, as you say, a can't miss talent coming out of college, they are going to immediately put the weight of the world on his shoulders to be Willie Joe Namath in New York. They're going to put the weight on his shoulders to turn this mess of a ship around in New York. That has catastrophe written all over it. Nobody had a problem with Eli doing it. Nobody had a problem with Jim Brown doing it. Nobody had a problem with Bo Jackson doing it. And there shouldn't be a problem if Trevor Lawrence at the #1 overall spot says that I do not wish to waste my talents in the New York Jets organization based upon what the current status of their place is right now. I don't have a problem with it if he didn't want to play for them. Just my opinion.
Wow. You guys are really up here being delusional. First of all, people did have a problem with Eli doing that. I was in San Diego, and that was the team he didn't want to go play for. Guess what? We had a problem with it.
People had a problem.
We came out.
Y'all don't count.
We came out on top because we got Drew Brees, and we had LT and et cetera. But
y'all didn't come out on top. He got 2 more Super Bowls than y'all.
And MVPs.
2 more. So y'all didn't come out on top. But go ahead.
If I count them right.
Go ahead.
Carry the
I left San Diego. I'm saying, well, we had Michael Vick, the Michael Vick situation too as well. We got LT Drew Brees. Y'all don't think that LT Drew Brees versus Eli Manning?
No, I mean, 1, 2 Super Bowls.
How many Super Bowls LT got in San Diego?
One Super Bowl and one of the best running backs ever. I don't care. That ain't even a situation. Let's talk about this.
Oh, my gosh.
Adam Gase is the coach of the Jets. But y'all trying to make this an organizational conversation. So let's talk about the organization. Who owns the New York Jets? Woody Johnson's still there, right? Woody, since when? 2000. Oh, let's see what the Jets have done since 2000, since it's not about the coach right now. It's about the organization. Dude, 5, 10 plus win seasons since 2000. How about 9 winning seasons since 2000? Almost half of the time the New York Jets are winning, and y'all want to act like we got to be prisoners of the moment and only talk about the coach. I don't know the fate of Adam Gase. I don't know if he's going to be there next year, but regardless, let's not act like you walk into the Jets organization and the walls are sweating with lack of confidence and all futility. It's about how good you are.
The walls
not
are bleeding.
How good around
they're not even sweating. The walls are bleeding. The capillaries have bust. The capillaries have bust. Like the walls have sweat so hard that they are bleeding.
Do y'all believe in yourselves like I believe in myself?
No, I believe in the reality and I believe in the facts. Marcel, let me give you some more facts. Eli Manning, 2-time Super Bowl MVP. During the prime of his career, he had 1 head coach. Philip Rivers, during the prime of his career, he had 3 head coaches playing for the organization that Eli Manning ducked and Eli Manning dodged. If Eli Manning goes to the Chargers, does he win 2 Super Bowls? I don't know, but I'm going to assume probably not. Philip Rivers didn't. If Eli Manning goes to the Chargers, does he have 2 Super Bowl MVPs? I don't know. But Philip Rivers, I know that he doesn't. Eli Manning, a first ballot Hall of Famer. Who knows if it's because of talent, but he has 2 Super Bowls. He has 2 Super Bowl MVPs. What is Philip Rivers now? A guy still hanging on for his career while so many people are begging for him to be on the bench. Because Eli Manning made a decision early on. It changed and altered the course of the historical perspective we have for Eli Manning. Trevor Lawrence would be in a similar situation, Marcellus. To not dodge and avoid a toxic situation would be just a buffoon type of move. I ran out of adjectives.
You boy, talk about crashing that plane. Buffoon. Hey, stop it. First of all, let's get to it. Stop using these sorry comps. Can y'all stop using these sorry comps? I'm serious right now. I'm starting to look at y'all differently if y'all keep using sorry comps like the coach Adam Gase or sorry comps, sorry players. I know some of you and Mark Sanchez, you my homie, but Mark Sanchez, Geno Smith, Christian Hackenberg, that's who we using as comps. You want to use
say Christian Hackenberg.
LeVar, if y'all want to use Jets
say
comps,
Christian Hackenberg.
Y'all want to use Jets comps? How about Vinny Testaverde? How about Ryan Fitzpatrick when he had a moment there? Like and this is supposed to be Trevor Lawrence, who is next to that, like next level compared to these guys. I digress. Let's talk about where he's going to play. Of all of us, only one of us played and balled out in New York City. Caught you there, LeVar. I signed up to be a Columbia Lion. It was Jay-Z, Diddy, and me running the city of New York. If you hit in New York, You hit like no other player.
How we gonna let
What
him
did
like
this
no
man
other
just say
player?
out of his
Marcellus,
Diddy, Jigga,
and Marcellus.
Yes.
I've never heard such a
Don't go to
lie
Columbia in
of
your life.
lies in my life. LeVar, this man just mentioned himself in the same breath of running a city is Jay-Z and P. Diddy.
96, 97, that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. You weren't there, Acho. You're like 9.
Can you go to break, Marcellus?
blown
Get
away.
away
I'm
from
blown
these
away
lies
by
and please
that.
go to break.
That's it?
Anything
I don't
anything
even know what
besides
to
these
say.
lies.
Yeah, please.
That's it?
I don't have
Anything?
nothing
You're
to
going to do
say.
the young king of New York like that? All right, coming up in our next story, Mike McCarthy wasn't players to handle
Why
things
you
like this.
always lie?
Hey, if we're okay
Why
with
you
the choice of
always
words
lie?
next. Y'all scared. Go.